Hey, it's Huck, and I want to apologize for my appearance. I have to tell you that I was kind of reluctant to even film this today, but the truth is I've been feeling very guilty about not posting a video these last several weeks. Been several different reasons. One of those reasons is, at least in the last week or so, I really haven't felt well. In fact, I spent a good solid day or two in bed. The truth is I am learning that my COPD, once in a while, inevitably, I'm going to have some flare-ups. For whatever reason, it's going to exacerbate itself. And I had another one of these such situations that I encountered here this past week. And I did my best to try to get to work every day, but Sunday was like the last straw. I don't know how I ended up actually getting through the day, but my supervisor finally let me go home with about 15 minutes left in the day, and by that time I actually couldn't talk. I was unable to talk, if you know what I mean. And I found out when I got up to try to walk that I couldn't walk and breathe at the same time, let's put it that way. A coworker actually helped me get to my car, where I did have oxygen. There's a tank of oxygen in the back seat of my car that I can turn on when I need it. Just as I have an ample supply here at home, which I'll show you in a moment. And for the last several weeks, I really haven't needed it. I had been feeling pretty good, but like I say, for whatever reason, this flares up once in a while, and I don't know if I caught something at work or whatever it was. I can assure you it's not as bad as it was last time, but it was still sufficient of a setback enough that I can't stand up and walk without oxygen, without getting extremely lightheaded, dizzy, and basically gasping for breath. I know my supervisor called me today and basically, warned me that I really needed to get back to work. I had missed yesterday, and the truth is I believe I'm up for a promotion, and this is not helping that situation at all. It's even more so, and more to the point, I guess it's it's kind of setting me way behind again. But I'm not asking for any help this time. I'm going to try to get through this one way or another. I just hope I can return to work tomorrow, so that somehow I can work maybe my 2 days off and make up for these 2 days that I've missed. But we'll have to see where that goes. At any rate, again, I apologize for not posting a video these last few weeks. It's always been my intention to try to post a video at least once a week. And I know at least somebody had asked recently on one of my videos whether I was ever going to, post another political video on my second channel. Many of you know I have a second channel called Huck at Home. And goodness knows there is an awful lot of topics that I would love to expand upon, both internationally and here at home. But the truth is I just have not had the time to collect all my thoughts and make a video on that. I'm hoping now, with midterm elections coming up here in the next 90 days or so, I'm hoping that maybe I will find time to like I say, kind of collect my thoughts and maybe post a few videos that, because goodness, there are just so many things going on that, cry out for attention that are not seeming to get the attention they need. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on many of those topics, whether it's the situation in Ukraine or, in the Middle East, whether it's the situation that's going on in many states here in this country or nationally with the the children that have been crossing the border down in Arizona and Texas primarily, and exactly what constitutes that problem and how we should be addressing it. I've heard there are people on the right that see it simply as a border issue, as a illegal immigration issue, and of course there are people on the left that kind of see it completely in humanitarian terms, and I have pretty strong feelings about that. But I believe the rest of the world is looking at that a lot like maybe I am, and that is that these are children, for crying out loud. And I mean, if there's a situation that cries out for humanitarian effort, surely it's in the case of children who travel hundreds or thousands of miles to escape violence and dangers and put up with untold horrors to get here. The least that we could do would be to extend a helping hand rather than to ship them back to where they came as ungraciously as possible. So I have some pretty strong feelings about how we're, treating these kids. And I would love to do a video on that. Not that it's going to do anything, but mainly I would like to just bring it up so that I could, get my voice out there and give you an opportunity to, to be heard as well by commenting on your thoughts. But anyway, I didn't have a real purpose for this video today. I know a few weeks ago I had hoped to do, several different things, and they never came to fruition. So let me kind of show you a little bit of what's going on here at the old Huck homestead. This is my yard. As you can see, my neighbor has been kind enough to cut my grass every week. These trees, I would love to have the money to cut down a couple of these trees. You can't see my house from the street for all the trees, and that's a shame. But what are you going to do? I'm going to see if I can get my battery to last long enough for me to show you a couple of things. I told you I have oxygen in my car. Well, I do. Here's my oxygen tank. My car is a mess. But right now, this is my oxygen concentrator. It's what I'm actually hooked up to right now. As you can see, all my cord trailing everywhere. Yeah, but that's what I'm using right now. Those are a couple of spare tanks, to take with me where I go. The one that I'm currently using is in my car. I think I showed you. That's another little portable one. It's just about empty, that little one there. I think it's got maybe about, I don't know, less than a half hour of oxygen left in it. I haven't had to use these in weeks, since I was sick before. But, like I said, unfortunately there's been a flare-up here. Anyway, so I apologize again for not being able to post a video. I promise to do better. I want to thank you for watching, and hey, hopefully, Clone refused to be with us today, and I think if you look at this, you can probably understand why. But hopefully he'll be with us next time. So thanks again for watching. I hope I haven't alarmed you. I assure you I'm going to be fine. It's just a matter of how quickly I can get back to work now. So I'll see you real soon. Thanks again.